Hello, Human Collective. Welcome to the Upside of Grief. My name is Story, and I am your host. And today we are welcoming Eileen on to the podcast.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. We are in chapter 11 today, and Eileen is going to share with us a bit about her grief journey. So,
Hi, everyone.
hello.
Hello.
Who are we going to be talking about today?
We will be talking about my husband, Daniel Joseph Levine.
Okay.
And
who was Dan?
Dan was just had just an amazing personality. He was just so funny. He would light up the room. I mean, he would speak and he could have a whole 300 people in a room just rolling of laughter. He was kind. He was giving. He worked in an area where he could hire and fire, and he knew of some people that needed some cash in their pocket, and he hired them,
Mm-hmm.
and he really didn't need to hire them, but he did.
Yeah.
And so they could start getting a wage and some money in their pockets. And he'd always be helpful to others, of service, from really elderly people to young people. He was smart with movies. He knew everything about movies and the people.
One of those people who could quote all the movies
Oh my
all the
God.
time. Where
And
it's how do you know that?
Yeah, how do you know that?
How do you remember all that?
Right. And then the people in them and...
Oh, the actors and
Yeah.
the names and the director.
Yeah.
I know.
The movies I've never even heard of.
Boggles my mind.
I don't get it. Same with football and baseball and players and old players and new players and
stats. You're this isn't. Why do you know all this information?
How do you know all this stuff? He just was well-rounded and just could start a conversation with anybody and have them rolling. And
yeah.
He was a special person.
Yeah.
He was really special, really special to me.
And what was life like for the two of you together?
Let's see. So we went out for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a great time. We'd go skiing and snowboarding and
God.
trips and doing fun stuff. And he'd have parties at his house. And we got along great. And, it was so funny because my mom was sending him a letter that said, or did she call him? I don't know. One or the other, and said, "You going to marry my daughter?"
Hello.
Hey there? And he didn't like that. So we broke up.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But I didn't know that my mom had done that yet. Yeah.
How long was it until you knew?
It was actually when we got back together that he goes, "Oh, I need to make an amends to your mom because she called me and asked me if I read the letter and I hung up on her." I was like, "Oh my God. She wrote you a letter." I'm like, "You wrote him a letter? Are you crazy?"
And then, then when you guys split up at first,
right?
Mom didn't say nothing about the letter she sent?
No.
Oh,
no. She didn't tell me anything. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So then,
sometimes parents try to help.
Telling you,
but
like a shotgun wedding.
You're I just need you to stand back, stand down, Mom.
Yeah. Yep. That's another story.
Okay, so you guys get back together.
Yeah, so
Dan says, I need to make an amends to your mom.
Yeah, because we get back together, and then it was close to Thanksgiving, and then I have my parents over, and he has his,
The whole family's
yeah,
getting together.
yeah.
So
And so all of a sudden, I see him bringing my mom to the back room, like a bedroom later on, or, I mean, in the back.
yeah,
And I'm like, he's like, I had to make amends to your mom, and I'm like, oh my God, that's so funny.
that
But
is
he did
funny.
it. He
Yeah.
got that. And then, but yeah, so he came back, but he knew that he wasn't just going to come back and be my boyfriend.
That
He,
it was
yeah,
a
he needs to
serious
come back
commitment
and
this time.
right, he needs to propose to me, and that's what he did. Because there was someone else that told him that, Judge, don't go back to her with let's be boyfriend girlfriend again. You better come back
Yeah.
strong. Because I was with somebody, and then I left them to go back to him.
Oh shit.
Quite the story.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a story.
When you know, you know.
Yeah, I got stories. Yeah, when you know, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never stop loving him. So, but, we got married, and we had a good life, and we had our ups and downs, and,
Mhm.
and I dealt with depression, and he did too.
Mhm.
And it was many years that had gone by, and we were good, and uh, we would just be doing our thing, working and enjoying life and dinner, and get up early, go to work, and come home, hang out,
Just doing the thing.
doing the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing what married couples do.
Mhm.
And like I said, we did have our ups and downs, our arguments, and
Yeah.
this and that. Um, so I wasn't always the easiest
I
to
think
hang.
not all of us are
Yeah,
always the
right?
easiest, right?
Yes.
When we agreed to do that, we sign up for the good and the bad.
The good and the bad and the ugly.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we were married for about 12 years, and then Dan decided he wanted to retire early
Okay.
from his company. And so with that, um, not much had planned to do.
Afterwards.
He
Like
retired.
he
Yeah.
didn't make a plan for
Right.
what happens after
Right.
retirement, like
Yeah.
being in the
He just
community.
knew that he was bored. It's something he wants to get done and over with and retire early
Mhm.
so he could go gaming.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and with that came a lot of stress,
Mhm.
money problems, and then came depression.
Mhm.
Even though he dealt with depression, you know, it was managed, and we always
Yeah.
got through everything. But this was a deep depression
It was
where
different this time.
it was different. And, you know, um, after a while, I was just, what's going on? What's up? You know? And he told me he had a gaming problem, and that he needs to change up some medications, and he's not going to be doing that anymore, and he stopped. But with that was just him being at home.
He wasn't doing anything with his time.
He wasn't doing anything with his time. He wasn't going golfing like he used to. He wasn't hanging out with the friends he used to. He wasn't going out to gatherings where people met and talked. He wasn't doing anything, and it was just coming home, and he'd be like bug-eyed. Just, I'm
Mm.
like, you know, do you want to talk? Is there something I could do? But it was just
He was just
nothing.
really closed off.
He was closed off. And it was almost, it was like going on 2 years.
2 years.
It
of
was
that.
hard.
Oh, I bet.
It was hard. It was horrible to watch. So sad. This vibrant man just
Yeah. That would
come,
light up rooms.
yeah, light up rooms, friends galore, and just to just being home alone And so he would tell me, he's changing up his medication again,
Mm-hmm.
and
Like readjusting the
yeah,
dose
more
and all that
changing
stuff.
and all that, and nothing was working. And I would tell him, I don't know what you lost in gaming, but we'll be fine. We'll
Mm-hmm.
be fine. We just need to get by, live our lives, be happy. We don't
Yeah.
need anything. We don't need to do all this extravagant things, or, go play. It's just, we'll get back on our feet. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. I was good.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't need much,
Mm-hmm.
and we didn't need much. We were fine. Um, and then there was the time that he attempted to take his life.
Okay.
And I called, and he answered, and he sounded all loopy. And I
Mm-hmm.
ran home. Thank God I was working close by, and I caught him, called 911, and they took him. And then he went to this kind of rehab uh, for depression,
For mental health.
mental health.
Mm-hmm.
He went there for 2 weeks, and he would always say, I'm gonna leave the door open. I'm like, no, please stay, please
Like,
stay.
I'm not going anywhere. The
Yeah,
house will still be here.
yeah. Come pick me up. No, just stay. And then finally, I started reaching out a lot to his friends, and
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm not hiding this anymore, because he didn't want me to talk
Mm-hmm.
about it to anybody.
Okay.
And so I'm like, I'm calling his friends. Please go
Yeah.
visit him. Please come by the house. Please take him out. Please, please,
Yeah.
please. And then after a while, he was like, don't invite anybody over.
Mm.
And so, and then when he left that rehab, they told him, go to these programs.
Yeah.
And he would go, and then an hour later, he'd be back at home.
Mm.
And it was just spiraling more
Yeah.
and more. And then I left, when I left in the morning, I had to work at 6. And I woke up, and he was awake, and he goes, I can't sleep. And I'm like, take the dogs for a walk. He goes, I just did. And I was crying, and I'm like, when is this gonna get better? I never dealt with this, even though I had depression
Just
myself.
not to that magnitude.
Not to that magnitude.
And not with someone else's, right? Because
Right.
it's different when you're dealing with your own as opposed to
Right.
another human being.
Right. But I called, and he didn't answer, and I ran an errand before I went home, and so then I got done with that errand, and I left, and I went straight home, and I called my friend Vanessa, and she was at work, and I called another friend of mine, Enrique, and he wasn't available, because I wanted someone to get home. Please come over to my house. Please be
Yeah.
there for me to, please be there to walk in the house with me,
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't know, and I was
What
really
the
scared.
situation was, yeah.
I didn't, and I walked in, and I started screaming, Dan, Dan, Dan. And I saw a bag of empty pill bottles. And I had a boxer and a lab, and both
Mhm.
of them were in the back room. So I ran back there, and I said, Dan, Dan. And I saw his keys, and I said, okay, well, his keys are here. He's not here. Maybe his friend Paul picked him up, and they went somewhere,
Mhm.
you know? And then Sonny, the chocolate lab, goofy lab,
Mhm.
coming out, wagging his tail, just coming out. But the boxer, so my bed was this way, and the dresser with the keys on it were right here. So,
Mhm.
and so the bed's this way, so I can't see anything. And Layla is not moving. She's just
Who's Layla?
Layla is my boxer. Sorry.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Layla's the boxer.
Layla's
Okay.
boxer, Sunny is
Is
a
the
lab.
lab. Okay.
And she's just staring at me like, And I
And
just...
she's on the ground or she's on the bed?
She's on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah. And I look down, and at the end of the bed, I see feet. And there he was on the ground. I'll never get rid of that visual. And I was screaming, Dan, Dan, Dan. Trout had propped him up. And he had some stuff coming out of his mouth. And I opened the window and I screamed so loud. And I'm on the phone with 911 and they're asking me questions. I'm like, I don't
Like, I
fucking
can't.
know anything.
Yeah.
Just fucking send someone here
Yeah.
now. And I was screaming and screaming and screaming. And these 3 ladies from this elderly facility behind me, actually 2 people came over
Like
that I
just in the neighborhood that just heard you.
They worked there.
Okay.
And I was like, they came in my house.
Oh,
And I said, stop.
Oh, they just walked in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said, stop. I go get help. Go, just call 911. Go, don't come any closer in the room. I didn't want them to come around.
Yeah.
And so they left. And then these 3 ladies, they were like angels, just came walking through. And I was...
Like they were just walking around the neighborhood? Or what?
No, they worked there.
They
worked at that facility. Because I
Okay.
think those 2 people went to get them.
What facility, though?
It was
at home. You were at the house,
I was
right?
at the house.
So what facility?
So there's a retirement elderly facility.
Okay. And it's right by
right behind
behind the house.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No,
and there's a
you're
fire
fine.
department right here. I know I miss when I tell
you're good.
stories.
I'm just trying to put all the pieces together. So the ladies from the retirement place in the backyard.
These ladies come through.
They show up.
They just show up, and I'm running down the hall. Like, I go down the hallway, and I, like, collapse, and one of them just holds me, and the other one goes to the back. Mm-hmm. And then another one, I don't know what she was doing. Mm-hmm. But then, finally, the fire department got there. I was going to
say, and they stayed until...
Yeah. And then they went back there, and they're like, we can't get the dog, because Layla was underneath the bed. Oh. And, then all of a sudden, I finally got Layla, and they were working on him. And then I call his best friend, and I start calling people, and then Vanessa showed up, and his best friend showed up, and then I got his brother and a few other of his friends, and then another friend of mine, Allison, showed up, and all these people, and then they shut down the house. The sheriff wouldn't let anybody in.
Blocked it off, yeah.
So they had to investigate everything. And then I was just sitting there, and there was a lady there. I had no clue
who she was.
Where she
came from.
She was from TIP.
Oh, okay.
Traumatic intervention program. And she was asking me questions, and I'm like, who are you? Like, I was just beside myself.
Yeah.
And she's like, have you taken your medication? I'm like, why do I seem crazy?
But it's like...
And I was just, I was crazy. I was shocked. I was I don't know. It's just, he was gone. And they brought him out. And they let me say goodbye to him. And he had some blood right here. He hit his head. And I was like licking it off. Mm-hmm. And talking to him. And then I fell to the ground. And
When was this?
it was August 17th, 2017. So it's going on 9 years. And
Did the people that came, like once people started showing up then, and then the paramedics and the fire department, they left, everybody kind of stayed for a little bit, or
yeah,
is it
everybody's
kind of blurry, that memory, that part?
um
So I know for me, I disassociated pretty heavy
yeah, I
when everything was happening. So it's
yeah,
hard sometimes to recall
yeah,
the exact order of what was going on.
yeah. Um so they took him and he was gone. And I think I just was gone.
In shock.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
after that lady and all that, and then people gathered, and I can't remember if I talked to anybody or not. I remember someone made food
Mm.
and they brought it out to me and took me around the house to this area so I could sit down and have some bites. But I think I ate a little bit
Yeah.
and that was it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm making sense.
You are. I think it's during that time, it's hard to be present and grasp
Yeah.
what the fuck is happening.
Yeah.
Because it is really like a what the fuck is happening
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
So when you're in it, when you look back on it, like, I look at the timeline of that day for me and what was going on, and I couldn't tell you
Yeah.
in order
Right.
exactly what happened. I could, and it's interesting because some people can.
Yeah.
Some people are like, I remember what I was
Yep.
wearing.
Yeah.
I remember this. I remember that. And I'm like, I don't remember any of that.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I was wearing.
I don't
like,
remember.
the only thing I know I remember is because I was in rehab.
Yeah.
So I got a message.
Yeah.
And I just remember I walked outside from the rehab into the back area where people would go smoke and stuff.
Right.
And I needed to get the fuck away from people. And I walked back there and I called my mom. And then I just remember being on the ground, crying, talking to my mom.
Right.
And I don't think I remember anything else about that day. Like, I don't know what I did before that. Before that happened, I have no idea. After I got off the phone with my mom, I have no fucking idea what I did that day.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy. But I think part of that is when, such traumatic things happen that some of us, the way our brains work is that it blocks it because it's too much.
Yeah.
Like, you go into a panic attack or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I think it's like a method of protection that our brain uses. But it always amazes me when people are like, I was wearing this, I was doing this, it was this time. And I'm like,
no,
not me.
No.
And then I disassociated pretty heavy for, it was about 6 months.
Yeah.
About 6 months I felt how I explain it is I felt everything and nothing at the same exact time.
Yeah.
And it was like my physical body and my soul separated.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can put it into words.
Yeah. I don't know where everybody went. I know I ate, and then after that, I don't know. And I
Yeah.
know one of my girlfriends stayed with me,
Hmm.
and I woke up in a panic.
Yeah.
I can't believe I fell asleep. Um, but I did. And I woke up, and I don't think I slept after that.
Yeah.
And then the next day, everybody came over.
Hmm.
So many people came over, and I was grateful. But at the same time, hearing someone else talk about their grief
Hmm.
and telling me how they went home and there was nobody there, I was thinking maybe that would have been better if I didn't have anybody there. But I don't
What do you
know.
mean when you say that?
Like,
If like when the whole thing
because I
went
think,
down, like if you were by yourself
yeah,
or
yeah, like I wonder if everybody left and or nobody came over, or maybe he was gone, and then maybe I should have been by myself to kind of let this sink in. I think there was so many people around that I didn't like really grasp it, and I think um, that it hit me harder. Maybe it took me longer to grasp that he's not coming back.
I mean, I think I call them now today is I
Mhm.
call them reality checks.
Mhm.
I don't like them.
Right.
But it will just it for me now and it's like I'll just be doing my own thing, driving,
Yeah.
having a good day, and then all of a sudden my brain is like, "Oh, hey,
Yeah.
by the way, your husband is still dead."
Yeah.
And then I'm like, it's like this weird feeling that goes through my body
Mhm.
where I don't know how else to say it besides it was like it's like a little reality check that it's
Yeah.
like because you're like kind of like living in this little la la
Yeah.
world where like right you're starting to be okay and feel comfortable and then it's like oh and this
Yeah.
and so then it's like this it's a reality checks is what I call them where it's
Yeah.
like oh
Yeah.
nope this is what it is
Yeah.
now, and I remember saying to my mom, like, when I went and saw her in Denver, I had, when I accidentally, I left Ken's ashes on my fucking nightstand. It was the first time that he wasn't with me, and I had a fucking breakdown. And once I met up with my mom there, I was like upset and I was crying, and I
Yeah.
just said, like, I, for the rest of my life, will be the girl that has a dead husband,
Yeah.
and that there's nothing I can do about it. And it just sucks,
Yeah.
you know? And so I kind of think about like something that's been popping up lately is like, when you take those fucking wedding vows
Yeah.
and you say, till death
To his
do
part.
us part, this is not what I fucking imagined.
Yeah. This wasn't
This isn't it.
this 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 wasn't in the deal. This
Yeah.
no. Take that
So,
away.
yeah, it's fucking hard. It's
Yeah.
fucking hard.
Yeah. And then, slowly but surely.
You crawl your way out of fucking, I don't even know. I don't want to say hell, but
Yeah. Well,
you crawl your
yeah.
way out of like this terrible darkness that you're now is your reality that you're living in.
Right. Because all the people leave.
Mm-hmm.
All the chatter is gone. All
Mm-hmm.
the flowers have dead.
And
And they're all
it's just you.
thrown away. And it's just you.
Yep.
And I remember, and I think I've called Vanessa a couple times, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
She was there a lot for me. She's a beautiful friend of mine. And call and just be in fetal position and just scream
Yeah.
And I was go, why, Dan? Why? Over. Why? Where are you?
Yeah.
You're really not coming back? You're really not? Get the fuck out of here. Are you fucking kidding me? And then, yeah, it really hits you then.
Yeah.
It's so much at first.
Mm-hmm.
And then it fucking hits you.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I wanted to go. I wanted to go.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what the fuck? You know, and I said, I can't do it to my family. Can't do it to my friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but man, I wish I could. I wish I got there almost. And I couldn't.
I can relate,
Yeah.
you know? And I don't know how much I've shared in detail about that aspect of it, aside from just like, I think there's been times where I've said, like, I was in a really dark place and I was completely sober, like,
Yeah.
completely. And what was crazy is that, once, when Ken died, like 3 weeks later, I quit taking all of my meds, all of them, because I was like, this isn't doing anything to help me,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing's going to make me feel better.
Right.
And so I quit taking all of them, which is wild because I would have thought that I would have upped all my medication.
Right.
But I
Right.
did the complete fucking opposite. But
Right.
there was a good chunk of time there that I would say I was flirting with the idea
Yeah.
of death,
Yeah. Yeah.
where it was like getting to this point where I was like, well, maybe it's better there. Like, maybe I want to know what it's like.
Yeah.
Like, not in the sense where I was like, I hate my life. I'm so sad. I want to die.
Yeah.
But like, I wonder if it's better and Ken's there and
Right.
maybe it's really beautiful.
Right.
That's what it looked like for me. But
Yeah.
that was going on for a few months
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
And that was fucking hard.
It's
And it
hard.
was really fucking hard reaching out when you were, I remember there was times I'd be having panic attacks on the fucking floor, and I'm like, I need to
Yeah.
text somebody before I can't text anybody anymore because my head gets all like, my sinuses get stuffed up, and then it literally like will drop me to the floor type of thing where I'm like, I need to fucking message somebody. And being in those moments,
Yeah.
fucking sucks. It's just,
Yeah.
you know,
It sucks.
and then it's just like it just keeps happening.
Yeah.
Over and over and over again. And you're just like, then you're getting fucking pissed at yourself,
Mm-hmm.
where you're like,
Yeah.
how many days in a row are we going to do this?
Right. Right.
You know? So,
Yeah.
when did you feel like you had a shift out of like the complete darkness? Like, when did that shift happen for you? Even if it was just like subtle,
Yeah.
but like when you recall in your grief journey,
Yeah.
when was that you were like,
Gosh. You know, I started talking to guys a little way too soon than I should have. Just to distract.
yep,
I didn't want to do this.
yeah,
I'll do this.
because then I'm not doing
Yes.
this. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So.
And a lot of people don't understand that either.
Yeah, and that's okay.
That's okay.
You don't have to.
Nope.
For me, it was that. Some people don't do that. I did.
And that's okay.
And so, would I do it differently? You know, yeah, I wish I was more in tune with my being, my presence, my being more mindful.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a lot of that stuff I learned later on,
Yeah.
years later. You know, that language, that meditation and
Mm-hmm.
mindful and peaceful and
Breath work.
breath work.
God, I
being
wish I would
present.
have discovered that sooner too.
Yeah.
Or Erica took me to this like yoga one time, but it wasn't like regular yoga.
Yeah.
I forget what it was like. I think it was kundalini yoga, maybe.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but it was like we were doing subtle movements and like patterned breathing and chanting.
Right.
And people do it for grief.
Yeah.
And it brought me present into that moment. I didn't think about anything else when I was in that room, but I mean, I didn't go to that. I went with her and Jim. It was way past like the thickness. And I was, when I went, I was like, I wish I would have fucking knew about this. Then. You know, and I'm glad that we're learning these things now. Right. Now we know these things. And so hopefully we can maybe cross paths with people and share these things when they're in the thick of it. Because what else can we do?
Excuse me.
Oh, you're okay.
Water. Yeah. I think for me, going through some experience with some people and then being alone for 3 years, close to 3 years. Sorry.
You're good.
That was huge for me.
Yeah.
I figured out that I love myself enough to be okay to be alone.
That takes time.
And I learned how I like being alone.
It's beautiful once you get it. Now it's like
sorry,
can be preferable sometimes.
Yeah.
People are a lot.
Oh wow. I'm telling you, I enjoy my alone time.
Yeah.
You know, I share my time, but there are those moments where I still like just being alone. And I learned that, and I learned a lot, actually. You know, and just kind of coming to. Does that make sense? Like you come to, oh, like this light bulb comes on.
Yes.
This is how you do things.
Yep.
This is the language they're talking about.
Yep.
This is what they're talking about. These meditations, these breathing, these presence, these being mindful, being of service, you know, those things that you've heard in the past.
Like on repeat a million times.
Yep. But didn't click.
Nope.
Yeah.
But then it does.
And then it does. And I'm not perfect.
Nobody is perfect.
But I definitely feel that my grieving has been throughout the whole 8 years. But it's been different types of grieving
at different times
in my life. And I don't know. I mean, I'm probably not the poster child for a griever. Because I feel
is
like
there such a thing
I know,
as the
I probably not, but
poster child for grieving?
You know, because I feel like I did a lot of wrong things.
There's
you know?
no wrong way to grieve.
I know.
I did crazy things.
Yeah.
I tried to have a baby with somebody.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
Yeah. That's fucking nuts. That's crazy. And like we were not together. And he was not ready for a child. But that's what I was saying to him. I was like, I just want the baby.
Yeah.
I don't want a relationship.
Yeah. You can go about your merry way.
Like, I didn't have a job. I didn't have any money. Like, I had just moved out of sober living.
Right.
Like, I was renting a room. I was like, dude.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have even been able to support the child, but I was
Right.
like, this is what I need.
Right.
Let me find somebody to get on board with this.
Right. Right. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is.
You know?
It's very crazy.
But
that's some of the things
what I thought I needed at that time.
Right. Right.
And it helped me. I feel like it gave me a little bit of hope.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It also like caused me to be like so upset for months every time I got my period. It was the end of the fucking world too. I was like, why am I making my life more miserable right now? And I was like, because there's a chance. You know? I wanted something to live for.
Yeah.
Because at that point, I didn't know how to live for myself.
Right. Yeah.
So we do those things.
Yeah. And I think that's why I got involved with some people right away, because I wanted to have something to live for and, you know, be a people pleaser and cater to them and never want to be alone again. And really didn't like those people. Maybe I liked them for a little bit, but really.
It's almost like we would tolerate not great people because we couldn't tolerate being alone.
Right. Right. Yeah. But I learned a lot of lessons.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my God. Did I learn some lessons?
We're here now.
Yeah.
So
we're here now. Yeah. And, you know, but, yeah, the grief processing is different for everybody. And it's been, you know, one that I will carry for the rest of my life.
Absolutely.
And I feel that my grieving is honoring Dan. And no one's going to take that away.
Nope.
No one's going to take that away. And so, you know, we didn't always have the great times, but I would have loved to known what would have been, you know.
Absolutely.
Like you do too, of course. But you know, today,
what is today?
Today is
look for you. How do you incorporate into your life?
You know, today is good. Today I feel peaceful. And I don't feel like that person that I used to be at all, you know.
The person that you used to be in your early grief?
Yeah, that's what I was like, I know I want to say something.
Yeah, no.
That's what it was. Yeah, like I'm not the same person that I used to be after Dan passed. Like the grieving and the growing and everything that I've gone through has brought me here today. And it's amazing to watch that path that from here to here.
Yeah.
Has been incredible.
It's a fucking mountain.
Right.
That path.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yep. And you know, today I have a strong relationship with God. And I have a strong relationship with my friends and family. And I do have a significant other that I love and adore, and that is crazy about me, which is crazy because it's something I am experiencing for the first time. Not saying Dan wasn't that.
No.
But it was a different.
That's the first time you're experiencing, like, it's a relationship after a death of a partner,
Right.
which is a thing in itself. This is new. This is all new.
This is all new.
Yeah.
And this is like...
It sounds exciting and terrifying.
It's exciting and terrifying. Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly That's funny you say that.
It's cool to see you in this space. I know that we're not supposed to like compare our grades and years, and we all do it in a whatever time we do it.
Yeah.
But you do got some years on me, and I have those thoughts sometimes where I'm like, God, I'm just gonna be alone for fucking ever, because like I'll try to go
Yeah.
out on a date, and then I'm like, oh God, I need to go home. This is not cool.
Nope.
And I'm just like, fuck, man. So it's
at least you have that knowledge to go home.
Me hope. That one time I wasn't going home though.
Yeah.
At one point I was not going home.
Right.
But then it was like, and I'm trying to maybe see if I'm ready for something serious.
Right.
And I try to put myself out there.
Right.
And then I'm like, no, go home.
Yeah.
And it's hard. So
it is.
Hearing that you're experiencing this for the first time gives me hope.
Oh yeah.
That even though that's terrifying, also exciting, that maybe at some point in my life I will experience that.
Yeah. The last person I was with, it was not good. Good experiences, good learning lessons, good all that.
Mm-hmm.
And it got me to be where I am today, actually, because those almost 3 years of being by myself,
mm-hmm.
because of that, just scared the heck out of me.
Yeah.
I mean, and this person that I'm with, I've known him for 10 years. And the remarkable thing is, a sad thing, is he lost his wife 5 years ago.
Mm.
And I knew her, and we all used to hang out.
Yeah.
And it was no big deal, And then that happened, and just in the past, 6 months, we just started talking, and here we are.
You guys are bonded on a different fucking level.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, and we share a lot of that together. Our grieving, and we're honest, and we still have the love for our spouses.
Yeah. And it's okay to talk about it.
It's okay to talk about it.
It's okay to feel it.
It's okay to feel it.
To honor those people.
Exactly.
And still have space for each other.
Right.
And that is fucking beautiful.
It is a beautiful thing. Because it wasn't easy to talk about Dan or talk about anything with these people that
in the past,
that knew what I went through, but didn't know.
Well, yeah. Like they've heard about what you went through, but they don't fucking get it.
Yeah, like an anniversary, like a death anniversary. Come up, and I want to post something on Facebook, and I felt like I had to word it differently, and even so, like that person's sister was saying, I can't believe you wrote all that stuff. And I was like, are you kidding me?
Like, I loved this person.
Yeah, this is if he was still here.
I didn't choose to leave them.
Yeah.
What don't you get about that?
Right. And if they were still here, I'd be with them.
Yep.
So, And
if the new person can't get on board with that, they're not your fucking person.
Right. Always listen to your friends and always listen to your gut, man.
That intuition.
I'm telling you, I ignored everything. But that's okay. It got me where I am today. And I'm so blessed, and I'm so grateful. And I'm so grateful that I got to meet you and intertwine with you and share.
I'm so happy we crossed paths.
Yeah. And that was through a meditation at Sherry's, and I'd like to get back into a few of those meditation groups with her. Yeah. Those were pretty powerful. Mm-hmm. So thank you, Sherry.
Thank you, Sherry. We both love you so much.
I love you. I love you. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, so, and just, yeah, the support from my friends and my family and Paul and,
Mhm.
and even my work crew, they were so there for me. And I'm so blessed and grateful to work for a great company that was supporting me.
That's super helpful.
Oh my God.
Not everybody gets that.
Nope. And they're like, take the time you need. And I did.
That's that's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I have one more question for
yes,
you. Okay.
of course.
Do you believe that there is an upside to grief? There are no wrong answers,
I,
and it is your grief.
there is, but it's hard to say there is.
Yep.
It's like, why do I feel guilty for saying there is? And why? And then I'm thinking, what is that upside?
Well,
But this is the upside. This,
connection,
yes,
communication,
yes,
helping others.
yes,
Um, saying things like that, and it. Those are the things that you say at first, where you're like, you say it, and then you're like, "Ugh,"
yeah.
you want to vomit. You're
Yeah.
like, did I just say that?
Did I
Like, they're
just say?
hard to
Yeah,
say.
exactly, spot on.
And I think it has a lot to do with we we feel so much pain from the loss.
Mm-hmm.
And then we hang on to that pain because
It's comforting.
we think that's what's tying us to that person.
Yeah.
That's all that's left.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it takes a really long time. And for some people, they never get there
Yeah.
in the transition of stepping out of the reality. If you're living in a reality where the only thing that ties you to your person is your grief and your pain, it's going to be hard and rough and painful.
Yeah.
And to walk into the next room, to go through the door and walk into the next room where you realize, oh, wait, I can still be tied to them
Mm-hmm.
by human connection, by
Right.
sharing, by keeping them alive with memories, by saying their name.
Right.
There are people who have never met Ken who now talk about Ken to me. And fuck, was it a process to get here?
Wow.
But it's beautiful.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't get there.
Yeah.
And so I hope what we're doing,
Yeah.
will help people get there.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah.
I see other people that are way further along in their grief journey,
Sure.
right?
Sure.
And I don't mean to say it like that, like there's a timeline or something, but
Right.
I just see people in different rooms, living different realities,
Right.
where I'm like, I'm not ready to walk through that door yet.
Yeah.
I'm not in the first room.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
There's not a last room.
Right.
Okay? Like the rooms are infinite.
Right.
But I know there's other fucking rooms. And we get to the room we're supposed to be in when we're supposed to be in it. And I know there are so many rooms that I haven't been in yet. And so I'm trying to explore the mansion of grief or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But I want to help people get out of that first room.
Right.
Because that first room fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. And I know there's still some rooms that I need to go through too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And but I don't know. I don't think I'm changing the subject, but I remember being in those first, like, I don't know, first year or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
First 6 months, first year, when I started to laugh again. Do you remember that? And I felt horrible. I felt so much guilt, and I felt bad for having a good time. Like, you're not supposed to do that.
it happened for me with, like, being proud of myself.
Yeah.
It was immediately followed by, like, crying and, freaking the fuck out,
Yeah.
like, you know? And there was a lot of milestones in my first year because I was in rehab.
Yeah.
So there was, like, graduating
Right.
rehab, I was rebuilding my fucking life from
Right.
scratch. My family was like, "Come home." And
Yeah.
I was like, I can't. I have to do this alone.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's gonna I like, no." Which is fucking wild. Like,
Mhm.
I shoulda went. Part of me is like, "Why didn't you go home?"
Yeah.
Like, but I don't know why, but something in me was like, "Nope, you gotta do this
Yeah.
yourself." And so there was a lot of milestones in the first year where it was like, he should be here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We were supposed to do this
Right.
together. I
Yes.
wasn't supposed to do this alone.
Right.
Like, it happened when I was 9 months clean, and he had been clean for 2.5 months.
Yeah.
And that's just not how the
Yeah.
tape
Right.
played, and yeah,
Yeah.
it was like happy fucking crying. It's
Yeah.
like my brain, and I still do it occasionally. It
Mhm.
happens. Like, I had a barbecue for my 3 years.
Uh-huh.
Once everybody left, I came down to my room and I cried.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't happen to the magnitude that it used to,
Right.
or as often as it
Right.
used
Right.
to.
Right. Right.
But when big things come up,
Yeah.
it's in my mind.
Yeah. Because you're
It's
supposed.
always there.
Yeah. You're supposed to be here
Yep.
celebrating with me.
And I don't know if on the big events in life, I don't know if that thought will ever not at
Right.
least pass through my brain
Yeah.
once during whatever's happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we have to learn to be okay with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
So, yeah.
well,
So,
thank you for sharing all of
oh,
that.
thank you for having me come here and share. And it's
Of
such an
course.
honor and a privilege.
It's an honor and a privilege to have you here.
Thank
And
you.
thank you for trusting us with your thing.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
like I'm like
Yeah.
I don't want to I almost am like, I know it's your grief journey, your grief story, but even part of me where I'm like, after I just listened, I'm like, I don't even want to say like your story. Like, no, like, just thank you for
Yeah.
trusting me with
Thank you.
this.
Yes. Yes. My baby.
Yeah, I mean, really though.
my Dan.
Like, yeah. Yeah.
Trusting you with my Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you.
Of course. And if you guys feel like her story resonated with you, please tune in next week. Eileen will be joining us again, and we're going to do kind of a mashup, actually. It's a little bit of grief in the wild, and it's a little bit of moments of knowing, and I'm looking forward to that one. So make sure to tune back in next week. So,
Awesome.
thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.